Greetings and good vibes, everyone. My name is Shelly, and I help people get clarity and peace of mind through accurate and confidential DNA testing. If you're watching this video, you or someone you know may be considering a paternity test, but the big question is, should you bring it up with your partner, and if so, how? Let's talk about bringing up a paternity test in a relationship. It's not always an easy conversation, and if it's handled the wrong way, it can cause unnecessary drama. But ignoring it won't make the doubt go away. It just lingers and builds. So today, I'm breaking down how you have this talk in a respectful way that is upfront and won't make things worse. Here's a common scenario. You're in a relationship, and for one reason or another, there's a lingering question about paternity. Maybe there was a break in the relationship, or maybe there's just a feeling that something doesn't quite add up. You trust your partner, but at the same time, you want to be sure. So how do you bring it up without causing unnecessary conflict? First, understand this. Wanting confirmation isn't an accusation. It's a request for clarity, but how you communicate that makes all the difference. A lot of people sit with uncertainty for months or even years, and that doubt doesn't just go away. It can affect how you show up as a parent, how you interact with your partner, and even how you bond with the child. It can lead to resentment, unnecessary stress, and in worst case scenarios, legal issues down the line. The truth is, it's better to have the conversation sooner rather than later, because avoiding it doesn't protect your relationship. It just creates cracks in the foundation, and we all know how important a strong foundation is. So how do you approach the conversation? If you're considering bringing up a paternity test, here are a few key things to keep in mind. First, you have to choose the right time and place. This is not a conversation you want to have during or right after an argument when emotions are already high or you're in front of other people. Choose a time when you both can sit down and have an honest discussion without the distractions. Use neutral and honest language. How you say it matters just as much as what you say. Instead of saying, "I don't think this child is mine," that kind of sounds accusatory, right? Instead, try saying, "I want us to have a complete certainty for both our peace of mind." You have to acknowledge your partner's feelings. No matter how logical your request is, your partner may still feel hurt, defensive, or even offended. That's human nature. Give them space to express how they feel, but also stand firm in your need for clarity. Make it about the child's best interest, because at the end of the day, paternity testing isn't just about the adults. It's about the child. Every child deserves to know their biological background, and every parent deserves to be sure of their role. If legal matters like custody or child support are involved, having the facts in place is essential. Be prepared for any response. Some partners will understand immediately. Others may react emotionally. This is totally normal. In some cases, resistance to testing can be a red flag. If someone is unwilling to confirm the truth, you must ask yourself, why is that? Moms, let me ask you this. What if the tables were turned? What if one day your son comes to you stressed and unsure if a child is his? What if he just wants peace of mind before he fully commits? Would you tell him he's wrong for wanting that certainty? Would you tell him to just accept it and not ask any questions? Or would you want him to be sure before making a life-changing decision? Too often, when a man asks for a paternity test, the first reaction is offense. But before you take it personally, think about it from the other side. You'd want your son to have that right. So why is it different when it's someone else's son? If you're considering a paternity test, choosing the right service matters just as much as the conversation itself. And when it comes to something this important, you want to trust professionals who handle the process with accuracy, confidentiality, and care like we do at Paternity Pros. At Paternity Pros of East Orange, New Jersey, we provide confidential, accurate, and court-admissible DNA testing to give you the clarity you need. We understand these situations can be sensitive, which is why we handle them with professionalism, discretion, and care. Whether you need a private test for peace of mind, or legal testing for custody, child support, or birth certificate changes, we guide you through the process step by step. No judgment, just answers when you're ready. So if this conversation has been on your mind, take this as your sign to address it head on. The truth is never something to fear. It's something to understand. If you're ready to move forward, reach out to Paternity Pros today. Until next time, this has been a true story by Paternity Pros.